Yo, this might not be the easiest video to make, and part of the reason I'm making this video is because this channel wouldn't really even exist if it wasn't for this dude right here, and he's dead. It's very unfortunate. This was like a best friend of mine, still is, goddammit. And it's one of these shitty things where, like, you and your boy get into some bullshit, and you're mulling shit over, and you're waiting for shit to, you're just waiting to come around to maybe hash shit out, maybe work shit out down the road when your boy realizes how much of a jackass he was after he maybe, deals with some of his problems. And that day just never comes. Instead, his funeral comes. And instead, you never get to talk to him again. And man, that is just so damn shitty. That sucks. That sucks more than anything. I am sick and tired of how many of my friends have died. Like, it seems like from my class, there might be 12 of us left or something stupid like that. Out of like well over 1,000 people, I swear. Tristan committed suicide. George blew his brains out when some chick threw her ring at him. And my buddy here, he OD'd. Half my class OD'd. This scares the shit out of me for my kids' sake. That, like, there's more and more drugs that come out every day and more new synthetic shit made. And we could barely deal with, my class could barely deal with normal drugs. And I mean, damn, it's like honestly running out of friends I grew up with, people that, and this shit shouldn't be happening when you're 30-something years old, damn it. This is some shit that like some 65, 70-year-old man should be going through. Some shit like this. Oh, my friends are dropping like flies. I'm not 75, damn it. I'm 30-something years old. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous that all my friends are just dying out like flies left and right. It's absolutely absurd. There's no reason for this shit. Dudes shouldn't be dying out when they're like 30, 35 years old. Leaving children. Oh my goodness. Tristan left a bunch of kids. Adam here left kids. And just for the worst shit. It's terrible. And like I said, this whole channel was pretty much this dude's idea. And actually, you guys would have loved Adam. He's absolutely fucking hilarious. One of the most vulgar and ruthless people you'll ever meet with no filter, but he's absolutely fucking hilarious. Our banter was bar none, son. Bar fucking none. And this whole thing was his idea. First of all, you want to do just some kind of podcast where we just talk shit about gacha games. Because we were playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and just talking shit about it every day anyway. And we ended up with, yes, some of the best laughs I've ever had in my entire life have been with my homie right here. And this guy was also like a gifted musician. He played in some bands. He was a great guitarist. The dude could have done a ton of shit. Just a ton. But depression got to him. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. He didn't make it back around. And it's like worst case scenario. And I was always kind of hoping that my friend would eventually come back around. Maybe even play a role in the channel that he technically helped create. It was really, really his idea. And after me and him had a small falling out, just over some addiction issues that my buddy needed to hammer out, And I mean, I did try to be as patient with him as I could for the longest time, but he really needed to work some stuff out. But I always thought he would come back around, like I said. And he was always going to be welcome. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. But yeah, our banter was just the best. It was great. We just had some of the best goddamn conversations about gotcha games, video games, and actually, a few of our friends told us, you know what? It's actually not a bad idea. You guys are pretty good at talking shit between each other. And it never got there. And I'll be honest with you guys, a long time ago, this channel, in a way, saved my life. I'm not going to get into it. It's going to sound way too corny and stupid and shit, but I honestly just wish it could have saved his life too. And maybe it could have. I mean, I feel like maybe if I would have reached out to him more, well, I don't know. I'm talking to like his brother and his family now, and they're kind of filling me in on what's going on. The worst part is I didn't actually even get to go to like the funeral. My homie here, literally trying not to tear the fuck up, sorry. My homie here died 100 days ago. Actually, like 101 days ago. And it just sucks that it's even taken this long for me to find out about it. So everybody say hello to the guy that actually came up with the idea for this channel. And yeah, say hi to Adam. He was actually one killer dude. You guys would have loved him. I'm sure some of you would have hated him, of course, just because he is so goddamn vulgar. But he was unique for sure. And no matter what, he didn't really have a bad bone in his body. Like, he'll say some raunchy, like, damn near, he'll say some crazy off-the-wall raunchy-ass shit, but the dude didn't have a mean bone in his body. He just really appreciated humor, especially dark humor. Okay? Some super fucked up stories that I don't even think I could tell on here just because they're so insane with this. I've actually had to stand up in front of a crowded movie theater of people and apologize to everybody while Adam went and, like, he said a bunch of shit that, like, just made people's jaws drop, yo. And then as soon as he got done pissing everybody off at the movie theater in the previews, like before the movie's about to start, he's like, well, all right, I got to go take a shit, and just gets up and walks off to the damn bathroom. And I actually had to stand up in a crowded movie theater and be like, everybody, I'm so sorry about my friend. He got shot in the head, and I literally had to say some shit like that to them. And it wasn't even a lie. It wasn't even a lie because homeboy did get popped in the melon. It was a ricochet. But I felt like I needed to say something like that so that people weren't trying to shoot at us on our way out of the movies that day. Oh my goodness, man. I mean, Adam was just the kind of guy to order pussy at the drive-thru at McDonald's. Straight up. He was trying to order poon off the menu. I mean, just shit like that, off-the-wall shit all the time. I had a bulldog. He was feeding her a steak, and he's like, you want that meat? And just the way he was saying it, he thought it was funny. So later on in the day, we're driving down the road, and my dog's in the back of the car, and Adam's riding shotgun. His window's down, of course. And, of course, there's two trailer park girls going around the outside. Yes, there were a couple girls walking through the trailer park, and Adam looks them dead ass in the eyes as we, like, slowly roll by. And says, look at that meat. And of course my dog is like looking for the meat. It's like, where's the goddamn steak? And like the fact that he could actually look these girls in the eye and like not even break concentration and be like, look at that meat. It was pretty fucked up. But these are just some of the things Adam did. He had no filter. And he was an amazing dude, but like I said, he never had a mean bone in his body. And it just really sucks. It's shitty. I'll never get to talk to him ever again. I plan to go out to his grave pretty soon. But this just happens too much. This shouldn't be happening this much, is all I'm saying. I feel like everybody that like somebody went to school with, they shouldn't all be dropping out and dying out like flies until you're like 80 years old or some shit. You know, this is like the it's ridiculous is all I'm saying. I honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if hardly even half of the class that I like, went to school with and everything, if even half of them are still alive. Yeah, it's terrible. And what is it? Hashtag fuck heroin. Yeah, I totally support that. Hashtag fuck heroin. Yeah, definitely. It's taken away one of my best friends, and that just fucking sucks. Anyway, thanks for listening to me rant about some terrible fucking shit that's just been eating me up a little bit. This just blows. And my heart goes out to everybody that's lost somebody like this, that's lost somebody to something like this. Man, it just sucks. There's nothing we can do about it. Hopefully it gets better over time. But you know what? It never really does it? Right? Because people like this, they can't be replaced. And that's just the fucking truth of it. And I hate that. I hate that I'll never be able to talk to my homie ever again. I hate that we'll never be able to sit here and make jokes and laugh our asses off over the dumbest shit that other people probably don't even get. Man, and I feel like I didn't truly cherish the relationship, the friendship that I had with my best friend until he was gone. So I don't know if you're watching this, if you made it this far into it, if there's anybody like this in your life that was an amazing friend, and maybe, just maybe, you guys fell out over some dumb bullshit, and you're just waiting for them to come around, they're just waiting for you to come around. Maybe it's time to squash that shit and get some of your best friends back, before some dumb shit like this happens. I don't know, it's something that I wish I would have done, apparently, at least a couple 100 days ago. So, later everybody. Have a good night.